I put a shock to your system. Do you remember those words? Do you remember Virgil Hawkins? That kid from Dakota City who could suddenly control electricity with just a thought? Before Miles Morales swung into our hearts. Before we had the diverse heroes we see today. There was Static Shock. If you remember racing home after school to catch Static saving the day. If you ever tried to shock something with your hands pretending you had electromagnetic powers, this video is for you. Welcome back to Dakota City. Let's get charged up. September 23rd, 2000. Kids WB introduced us to something special, something different. Virgil Hawkins wasn't born a hero. He was just a regular teenager from Dakota City, smart, funny, dealing with homework, bullies, and trying to fit in. Sound familiar? But one night changed everything. Caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, a gang war at the docks. Virgil was exposed to a mutagenic gas known as the Big Bang. When he woke up, he could control electromagnetic forces, move metal, generate electricity, fly on manhole covers. Virgil Hawkins became Static Shock. But here's what made this show truly revolutionary. Static Shock came from Milestone Media, a company founded specifically to create diverse superheroes. In partnership with DC Comics, they brought Static to life in the DC animated universe, alongside Batman, Superman, and the Justice League. This wasn't just another superhero cartoon, this was a statement. But what made Static Shock unforgettable wasn't just the powers, it was the people. Smart, witty, real. Virgil wasn't a billionaire or an alien prince, he was us. He worried about grades, crushing on girls, disappointing his dad. He made mistakes. He learned. He grew. His sense of humor made him relatable. Now that's a shock to the system, became part of our vocabulary, and every hero needs a sidekick. Or better yet, a best friend. Richie Foley was Virgil's guy in the chair before that was even a thing. The tech genius who built Static's equipment, helped plan strategies, and eventually became the hero gear.
Their friendship was the heart of the show. No matter how crazy things got, they had each other's backs. Robert Hawkins. Then there was Robert Hawkins, Virgil's father, a widowed social worker raising 2 kids in a tough neighborhood. Robert wasn't just a supporting character, he was a strong, principled black father figure on Saturday morning television.
He challenged Virgil, made him think, made us think. Those dinner table conversations about racism, violence, and responsibility, they hit different. Sharon Hawkins. Sharon, Virgil's older sister, brought that sibling dynamic we all knew. Protective, annoying, caring, all at once. And the villains? They weren't just bad guys. Eben, Hotstreak, Talon. Each one was a mirror reflecting real social issues. Gang violence, racism, poverty, anger. They were kids from the same streets as Virgil, just pushed down different paths. What would you have become if you'd been at the docks that night? Let's talk about those electromagnetic powers. Static didn't just shoot lightning bolts. He was creative. He magnetized objects, created electromagnetic shields, flew on anything metal, disrupted electronics. The show taught us that intelligence and creativity matter more than raw power. But here's where Static Shock became more than entertainment. Here's where it became important. Racism and identity. Remember Sons of the Fathers? When Virgil learned his friend's dad was a racist? That episode didn't pull punches. It showed us that prejudice exists, even among people we respect, and it's not okay. Static Shock made young black kids feel seen. It told them their stories mattered, that they could be the hero. Gang violence. The Big Bang itself was born from gang warfare. The show constantly reminded us that violence has consequences. Real, lasting consequences. Bullying and self-worth. Episodes like Jimmy, where a bullied student brings a gun to school, aired just after Columbine. Think about that. A kids' show had the courage to address school shootings. They didn't sensationalize it. They humanized it. They showed both the victim and the bully as real people. How many of us had those conversations with our parents after that episode? responsibility and consequences. With great power comes. Yeah, we know the line, but Static Shock showed us what that actually means. Virgil made mistakes, used his powers for revenge, for showing off. And he learned which episode made you think, which one made you see the world differently. Static Shock premiered on Kids WB in 2000 and ran for 4 seasons, 52 episodes. It later found new life on Cartoon Network, introducing Static to even more fans. But the numbers don't tell the whole story. This show was born from Milestone Media's mission to create superheroes that reflected the real world, to show that heroes come in all colors, backgrounds, and experiences. Static Shock was one of the first animated series to feature a black superhero as the main character. Not a sidekick, not a team member, the hero. For black kids in America watching Saturday morning cartoons, seeing Virgil Hawkins meant something. It meant they could be the hero. They could save the day. They mattered. But it wasn't just representation for representation's sake. The show was genuinely good, well written, thoughtfully animated. It respected its audience's intelligence. And when Static crossed over with Batman and the Justice League, that cemented it. He belonged among the greats. The message was clear. Dakota City's hero could stand alongside Gotham's Dark Knight and Metropolis's Man of Steel. Did you feel represented by Static Shock? Did seeing Virgil inspire you? Tell us in the comments. So why does Static Shock still matter? Why are we still talking about it 25 years later? Because it paved the way. Before Black Panther broke box office records. Before Miles Morales became Spider-Man. Before representation became a priority in mainstream media. There was Virgil Hawkins. Static Shock proved that diverse stories could resonate with everyone. That addressing social issues didn't make entertainment preachy, it made it meaningful. The show taught us that being a hero isn't about the powers. It's about the choices. It's about standing up even when you're scared. It's about using your gifts, whatever they are, to make your community better. Virgil showed us that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to try, to learn, to grow. The character lives on in DC Comics. There have been reboots, revivals, and persistent calls for a live-action adaptation, because people haven't forgotten. We haven't forgotten. What lesson from Static Shock do you still carry with you? Is it Virgil's resilience, Robert's wisdom, the importance of friendship, the courage to stand against injustice? For many of us, Static Shock was more than a cartoon. It was a companion, a teacher, a mirror that showed us who we could become. So here's my question for you. What's your favorite Static Shock moment? Was it when Static first flew on that manhole cover? When he teamed up with Batman? The Jimmy episode that left you speechless? Or maybe just those everyday moments with Richie and his family that felt so real? Drop your memories in the comments. Tell us your favorite villain. The episode that stuck with you. How Static Shock impacted your life. If this video brought back memories, hit that like button. Subscribe for more nostalgic deep dives into the shows that shaped us. Next time, we might be revisiting another hidden gem from your childhood. Virgil Hawkins taught us that anyone can be a hero, that our differences make us stronger, that standing up matters. Thanks for taking this trip back to Dakota City with me. Stay charged up, stay nostalgic, and remember, I put a shock to your system.